All right, you guys, what's up? Dr. Jeff. Stay calm. Stay calm. I've been watching a lot of Disney Plus lately with my kids. We're watching Frozen, Frozen 2. There's a song, Let It Go, Let It Go. Let it go. Let it go. Everybody just has to follow universal precautions. Everybody just has to stay safe. Everybody knows what to do. At Rhythmia, we're going to close for 4 weeks, just to make sure everybody's safe and people don't get stuck somewhere, another part of the world. And we're really convinced, and we know that this is going to be okay for everybody. The flu kills a lot of people every year, the elderly and often the young. But the difference with this particular flu, I have a master's in public health. I study public health. My brother's the chief of staff in LA County Department of Public Health. This one's a little trickier because it passes so quickly, and you can have like a flooding of the healthcare system that isn't part of a normal flu. So if you have too many people rushing into the ER or the healthcare, they don't have enough people to service them. There's not enough room. So the danger of this one is that there's just overwhelming the healthcare system. And people that have respiratory illness or underlying issues, if they get this, it's a little rougher for them, right? So, I was going to the doctor today with my son. He just turned 1 2 days ago. We're going to the doctor and we were driving and we saw people at the gym. It's I understand people don't want to freak out. That's cool because you shouldn't. But you should be responsible for other people because you can be a carrier of this for several weeks. And if you might not have any symptoms. So if you carry this thing and you come into contact with somebody that's vulnerable or somebody that's, has an immunosuppressed system or a respiratory issue or is elderly, it's not responsible. So as usual, people are selfish, but we know that, you guys that watch these things, these Facebook Lives of Rhythmia, you guys are not selfish. You guys are trying to do what's right for yourselves and the world, and it's all good. So what we're doing down at Rhythmia this week is we're canceling the ceremonies. We got 70-plus guests there. We're not going to have ceremonies. We're going to send everybody home. We don't want to get people trapped, in Costa Rica for months, which wouldn't be the end of the world because Costa Rica is a great place. But you guys got things you got to do. So we're going to resume our services at Rhythmia on April 18th, which is Saturday. Everybody can check back in. So, what does this mean, globally? What does this mean spiritually? What does this mean, healthcare-wise, all that? Well, all it means is that we're a global society. We all impact each other. The government is trying to, the world governments and different, businesses and pharmaceutical industries, they're all trying to separate us and keep us apart from each other. And they're trying to make it so that we're not united. But the bottom line is we're united because what somebody does in China or what somebody does in Italy or what somebody does in Africa, which by the way has a very low rate of this, which is really cool. But what somebody does anywhere in the world can affect me. And because of that, I want to be appropriate in my own life because I know what I do affects other people. And so it's a really good lesson that, we're global citizens, not just, in our community only. And that's what we're trying to teach at Rhythmia is that you guys are all global citizens. You guys are all people that are trying to do what's right for your friends, your family, yourselves, your community, but it's also for the world. This is a really good lesson that we're all connected. And even though we don't speak the same languages, we don't have the same cultures, and we don't have the same belief systems or religious, understanding or whatever, we're all connected. And that's a really good thing because the world is in a very important place for all of us who are trying to make a shift in what's going on, because the shift that's occurring is we're saying to the government, to the pharmaceutical industry, to big business, into all this corruption and warmongering. What we're saying is we don't want that anymore. We want to be strong as a people because we're all humans. We just want all the good things that everybody wants, which is a happy family, a successful life. We want to have food on our table. We want to live in a happy way. We want to be disease-free. We want to just like enjoy other things and be entertained and like share a lot of stuff with other people, right? Isn't that what everybody wants? I think it is. And so because of that, we're all connecting right now. So most people can look at the coronavirus and say, there's some horrible thing. Well, it is dangerous and we got to be careful, and it's not safe for most, for a lot of elderly. But the bottom line is this: protect yourself and protect others in the meantime. That's what we're trying to do. So at Rhythmia, we want to like encourage this. Protect yourself, protect others, protect other people, right? And be a part of the global community that Rhythmia represents. On my Thursday talk, I say, people come back for a certain reason to Rhythmia after they've been there before. It's for the community. It's a big part of why. I have never seen in my life another more united group of people than I've seen at Rhythmia. And in a certain week, we can have people from Africa, from all over Asia, from all over Europe, from Canada, from the US, from Latin America. We have men, we have women, we have all gender identity groups. We have all races and ethnicities. We have all kinds of stuff. We have everybody at Rhythmia, and everybody's getting along. They're sharing with each other, having meals with each other. They're supporting each other, right? How beautiful is that? That's the way the world should be. So I love what's happening at Rhythmia because it's a mini world, and that's the way the world can be. But the problem with that, right, is that governments don't like that, because you don't need a government if you're self-run. You don't need big business if you're community-oriented and co-op oriented. You don't need a bunch of like overlords telling you what to do if you guys are self-sufficient and growing your own food and supporting each other medicinally. Now, we all need experts in different areas, and that's cool. I'm a so-called expert in mental health, okay? So I can help with certain things. But there's another guy that I talk to that's an expert in agriculture. He helps me learn how to plant the right seeds, and I help him how to get the right nutrition in his life. We all work together. It's just like a very cooperative sort of way. So I think what we all should look at during this time of like hysteria is that there's a lot of coming together. There's a lot of cooperation. In my behavior, even though I might not get sick and I might be fine, but if I'm exposed to the virus and I go hang out with people that are vulnerable, I'm affecting them. And I don't want to do that. I want to make it so they don't get infected. So I'm going to think about other people. This is a great lesson. This is an amazing lesson to the world, to be a part of the global community. So I'm happy you guys are watching this. You guys are all bored at home with no sports. I'm a huge NBA fan. I'm really bummed out that they canceled March Madness, but I understand why. So you guys are all at home, just sitting around. Okay, so thank you for watching, because we can all do this together and just like be safe. Think about other people. Rhythmia, trying to do our part. Let's get this thing handled and move forward. This is not the first time this is going to happen, by the way. This is coming all the time. But this was a test to see how we can handle it. And so far, I think we've handled it pretty okay. We can improve. But let's just like work towards this as a group and make a change. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. Pura Vida, Dr. Jeff, Rhythmia Life Advancement Center, Chief Medical Officer. See you guys next Monday. All right.